Kenneth Erskine, aka the Stockwell Strangler, is a British serial killer who committed the murders of 7 to 11 senior citizens in London between April and July in 1986. Erskine was born in Hammersmith on 1st of July 1963 to a British mother and Antiguan father. Erskine has 3 brothers. He was abandoned by both parents during childhood and attended various special schools. His parents divorced when he was 12. On a field trip, he tried to drown his peers and became more violent as he grew up. He eventually became homeless. Erskine's criminal career began with a number of burglaries. He was able to open 10 separate bank accounts with the proceeds of his crimes. Erskine served time in HM Prison Feltham. During 1986, Erskine murdered at least 7 elderly people, breaking into their homes and strangling them. Most often, they were essayed. His first victim was Nancy M. 78 of Wandsworth, who died on 9th of April 1986. Her death was initially believed to have been due to natural causes and declared as such by her doctor on her death certificate. It was only established that she had been murdered when her home help noticed that her television set was missing from her flat. A post-mortem examination revealed that she had been awed and strangled. His second victim was Janet Cockett, 67, who died on 9th of June 1986 after being strangled in her flat on the Wandsworth housing estate, on which she was chairwoman of the Tenants Association. The death was initially thought to have been from natural causes. She had not been essayed. A post-mortem showed that she had been murdered. Erskine's palm print was found on a window at Cockett's flat. He later broke into the residence of an elderly man, but Erskine abandoned this burglary when a noise disturbed him enough to make him flee. On 28th of June 1986, Erskine claimed his third and fourth victims at a residential home in Stockwell. One of them, a World War II veteran, Valentin Gleam, 84, and Zbigniew Strabawa, 94. Both men were essayed and strangled. Erskine's fifth victim was William Carman, 84, of Islington. He stole money from Carman's flat before molesting him and strangling him in an attack on 8th of July 1986. He claimed his sixth victim on 21st of July 1986 when he committed a similar fatal attack on 74-year-old William Downs in a Stockwell bedsit. The final victim was Florence Tisdall, an 83-year-old widow who lived on her own at Rainley Gardens Mansions in Fulham. She was strangled and awed. Florence was found dead by the caretaker on the morning of 23rd of July 1986. Erskine was arrested on 28th of July 1986 at a social security office. Police were then able to match his palm print to one left at one of the murder scenes, and he was identified in a police lineup by 74-year-old Fred Prentice, who claimed Erskine tried to strangle him in his bed, and months before police apprehended him. Erskine was found guilty of 7 murders in January 1988 and sentenced to life imprisonment with a recommended minimum term of 40 years, but has since been found to have a mental disorder within the meaning of the Mental Health Act 1983. In 1988, he was transferred from prison under sections of the Mental Health Act 1983 to the Maximum Security Broadmoor Hospital and has been held there since. He is unlikely to be freed until at least 2028, when he will reach the age of 65. The trial judge's recommendation is one of the most severe ever handed out in British legal history.